Hello students, this is Professor Sagar Birche and I welcome you all for the online class of analog and digital electronic. So in this class we are going to understand another concept of minimizing the Boolean function using map entered variable. Okay, so you have gone through different concept of minimizing the Boolean function. First one was your Boolean algebra where you applied the Boolean laws and tried to minimize the function. Second one was your K-map, which was a graphical method of simplifying the Boolean function. And then later on, we moved on to the Quinn-McCluskey method of minimizing the Boolean function, as well as we have applied Patrick's method of minimizing the Boolean function and finding the essential prime implicants and the prime implicants. Now, the today's class, we are going to see what exactly do we mean by map entered variable, MEV, or we also call it as a variable entered map, VEM. So what exactly is MEV? What we mean by variable entered map? That is what we are going to see. So basically, when the number of variables increases, okay, so sometimes it's not possible after having 4 variables representation in K-map or with Quinn-McCluskey method. If we have 5 or 6, so it becomes very difficult to identify the prime implicants or the essential prime implicants or simplify the given Boolean function. For that, we have a process of reducing the, for example, we may take, represent a 4 variable function by using 3 variables only. Okay, or if it is a 3 variable function, we can take represent it using 2 variables. That's what we say map entered variable or variable entered map. Okay, so what exactly is variable entered map? Okay, this technique we are going to apply it in your lab while designing of your multiplexer. So kindly concentrate this concept very well and with the steps required for simplifying this function using map entered variable. That is what we are going to see. So students, let us define what is variable entered map. So when we are talking about variable entered map, it is capable of representing higher variable function with lower variable map. Okay, so what exactly the definition says of a variable entered map? It says that it is capable of representing higher variable function with a lower variable map. Okay, so we can represent the 4 variable function using 3 variables, or suppose we take an example of a 3 variable, we can represent it in a 2 variable function. Okay, so exactly how do we do that? We have certain set of rules and regulations. That is what we are going to see. Fine. Apart from that, what are the advantage of using a variable entered map? Okay, a variable entered map can be used to plot more than n variables. Okay, having designed using n variable K-map. Okay, that is one thing. Second advantage is that it is commonly used to solve problems involving multiplexers. So basically, whenever we are designing multiplexers, we are going to use this EVM technique. Okay, these are some of the advantages of having a variable entered map. So let us understand the steps. Later on, I am going to tell you the rules and regulations. First, we understand the steps that are required in order to simplify a function using map entered variable. Okay, so what is the first step? So whenever a function is given, it may be a 4 variable or it may be a 3 variable. Okay, so in that we have to reduce, we have to take one variable as a map entered variable, and then we have to design this map entered variable using the apply the rules and regulations. Fine. So what is the first step? The first step is that treat all the variables in the cells as zeros and get the sum of product form. Okay, get the SOP of that. What is the first step? Treat all the variables in the cells as 0 and get the SOP of that. Step 2 talks about make one variable of a cell as 1. We have to make one variable of a cell as 1 with previous ones as don't care and get the SOP. So understand these steps. Later on when we apply these steps in simplifying the function using MEV, you will be very much clear. Okay. Second step says that make one variable of cells as 1 with previous ones as don't care and then get the SOP of that. Okay. Step 3 talks about multiply the SOP with the variable. Step 3 is multiply the SOP with the variable. Okay. Step 4 says that repeat step 2 and step 3 until all variables are covered. So we have to repeat step 2 and step 3 unless and until all the variables are covered. And finally, step 5 says that SOP of a variable entered map is sum of all VMs obtained earlier. So whatever SOPs that we have obtained by applying step 1, step 2, step 3 and repeating the step 2 and step 3 until all the variables are covered, we get different SOPs, and those SOPs we are going to sum, and this is what we practice and follow in the map entered variable KMap.